Today we are doing a new podcast with Azizbek, who is currently studying foundation year at BMU and who recently got into Bocconi University and has an SAT score of 1510. And we will ask some interesting questions from our new guest, Azizbek. Thank you for coming to our podcast. So my first question to Aziz will be, how many times did you take SAT and what was your latest score?
So I started studying SAT in the late 2023 in December, and after that I made some breaks and I took overall about 4 times, and my first score was 1390, and the next course almost didn't improve my score, and my pre-last score before was 1420, which was super score, and my last SAT was 15 and 10, which I took in 2025 November.
Okay, so what about sections? What did you get for English and what about maths?
It was 720 for English and 790 for maths section.
That's pretty cool, I'd say. Okay, so let's turn to the second question, which will be related to admissions, I'd say. So my next question to Aziz will be, I've heard that you have recently got into Bocconi University, which is considered a top 12 university in the world in terms of economics and finance. So how did you get there, and what did really stand out you from other candidates that were applying?
So I applied to the Bocconi University in the late January, and I did some research towards the universities located in Italy. But and after the March, beginning from the March, I got my acceptance, and there was no scholarship, and I had to apply to scholarship at that month by the end of the March, and there was need-based scholarship which required a lot of documents. But I didn't manage to get all of my documents because of some issues, and thus I had to delay my session to the next session, which I will be applying to by April 13th, which I have applied, and right now I'm waiting for the next decision. So when it comes to the reasons which I think they have accepted me is GPA and SAT, which are the 2 main factors which they look at, and they, if I'm not mistaken, 55% of their admission depends on your SAT score, which was for mine 15 and 10, as we have discussed, and my GPA at school was also not bad, 496 out of 5. So I think these 2 factors have decided my acceptance.
Okay. So my follow-up question to this question would be, why did you actually reject the Bocconi University, and then how much of the percentage did they accept the candidates? Is it 5%, is it 10%, or even lower than that?
Actually, I don't have exact numbers when it comes to the acceptance rate of the Bocconi University. Some say it's 20, some say it's lower, some say it's higher than that. And the reason why I rejected Bocconi was because I had only 1 week to prepare all of my documents, and that's why I rejected the Bocconi University, because there was a risk that I will lose my first enrollment fee, which was about $4,000.
Okay. That's huge money. I'd say. So my third question will be about Freshman Academy. So you have got into the Research Institute, right, of Freshman Academy. So they're offering you a free $10,000 course. So how did you receive that kind of opportunity to work with them? And then what are you actually doing there?
So at the end of February, the Freshman Academy have offered a need-based scholarship, and both need-based and merit-based scholarships, which could give free full consultations to the students from Uzbekistan to apply to universities abroad. So I have applied at that time, and I have uploaded my CV and wrote some essays to that application. And after that, we had an interview with them. And beginning from the April, we started pre-Econ Scholars, and the name of the program was Econ Scholars. So right now I am considered as a pre-Econ Scholar, and after right now there are some lessons 2 times every week, where we have the seminars and consultations sometimes, and every week we are giving some homework, and according to our homework, they will decide whether they will accept us to the next stage or will they reject us.
Okay, so you are doing a research kind of essays, right there?
Right now, they are explaining to us how to write a research papers and how to write an essay to the universities, specifically located in US, and they are explaining the differences between the colleges, how to choose them, and what's the difference between liberal arts or the universities based on research.
Okay, so as I know, recently one of their alumni, who is Azizbek, has got into Stanford and then California University of Technology, right? So did you do any kind of networking with that guy?
So I have met that guy about a week ago in the alumni network meeting, but he was a little bit late and there was almost no time to communicate, and especially our major is different, and the topic which we can discuss is only applications, and I haven't spoken with him yet, but if I had a chance, of course I would make some networking with him and discuss some topics.
Okay. And my final question to Azizbek Nurilayev, which will be actually the cherry on top of this podcast, is about his previous experience in IT, and then he also did a cool startup, so which is really interesting to know about. Tell us more about it.
So since the ending of the 2025, I'm working in the startup called OVI, where you can book an appointment with almost any doctor or in any clinic in the Tashkent region and in the city of Tashkent. So this is quite good startup, which right now is available in App Store and Play Market, which you can download it. And I have worked there as an account manager, where I had to communicate with the potential customers, to be more precise, our suppliers, the clinics, which are ready to be partners with us and share their profit.
Okay.
So when it comes to the other experiences of mine, previously I have been an ambassador at the AI, a non-profit organization founded in UK, which was actually founded by the Uzbek woman, which previously lived in Uzbekistan. And apart from that, I was also ambassador at IT community of Uzbekistan too.
So it was related to IT Park, right? IT community of Uzbekistan.
Yeah, it was. No, it was. They are partners, but they are not same company. Usually, people mix them because their logo is kind of similar, but they are different organizations.
So, Aziz, thanks for joining our podcast. Thanks for dedication of your time, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for the interview.
In Italy.